Well, that's what Hello, Coffee Time. Hello, Coffee Time friends. How y'all doing? It's me and Mama here. We're having something plain and simple today, but absolutely delicious. We're having a good old-fashioned chili dog. Can't beat that on a Saturday afternoon, now can you, Mama?
Oh, I know.
Mama, whose idea was this craziness?
It was mine.
No, Butterfly, come back. Come back.
Butterfly, I gotta get my meat started so we can eat.
She's just like a housefly, I swear. Anyway, so Mama said, let's just have hot dogs today. It's Saturday. I think Mama's got spring fever. And it's windy here, folks.
Oh.
Our lights have been, it's like a disco up in
Well,
here.
we don't ever know if they're going to come back on or not the way they go off.
You all will probably think we're having a disco in a minute because it'll just go off and on. Every time the wind blows, it blows a line somewhere. And we get a little... We were going to do
Loudish.
chicken and dumplings today. Mama said, I ain't doing chicken and dumplings with electricity doing the disco dance.
We're going to do it tomorrow. Hopefully knock on
tomorrow.
wood, if it's not.
If not, we'll do it another day. You remember that one time we just kept going on and on about chicken casserole and finally I forbid it because it was just giving this bad luck? Mama's, I rushed it. She's gone. She's rushing over there to get that hamburger meat on the big stove so it can get some heat going.
I turned it on and I don't want it.
And that means I got to rush and cut up some of these beautiful Texas sweet onions. Because she's going to want them in that meat. Now, this is hamburger, remember, folks. Now, if it was, this is a hot dog chili, remember. If it were bowl chili, I'd be doing bigger chunks and all that. I want really fine chopped up onion for my hot dog chili. We're going to make a special sauce that you may or may not like on your hot dogs. It's just a little extra something. We're going to cook the hot dogs in the MicroPro so they'll get a little brown on them. I don't want a boiled hot dog ever. But I will take baked in the oven or in the air fryer or in the MicroPro or outside. That's about the only way I want them. On a grill, in a skillet. I'll take them in a skillet before I take them boiled. Boiled, I just don't want boiled. I know some of y'all are saying, but that's not for me. I don't care for the boiled, don't want the boiled. And that's just a personal preference. But we are going to put some onion in this meat as it cooks. Probably not going to use all this meat for a hot dog, are you, Mama?
No, we just made a little hot dog chili.
But we just do it all, so we'll have it. And what are you going to do with the rest of it, may I ask?
We may make some spaghetti later.
Ooh, you heard it here, folks. We may have spaghetti. I love spaghetti. We don't have it very often because the sauce is sugary, and so is the pasta's carbs. So, you know, we try to avoid some of that. But we would have it once a week. We used to have it once a week when I was a kid because Dad loved it, Mom loved it, I loved it. It was an easy, quick supper. But that was before Mama was diabetic. And it wasn't that big a deal if we had a sugary supper. Now it's a bigger deal, isn't it, Mama?
Yeah, a little.
A little bit. But she's completely under control. She give up them old regular pops. I know the others aren't probably good for you either. But what are you going to do? You got to drink or eat something.
Yeah, I gotta have some pleasures in life.
I'd rather her drink the zeros is to drink the full sugars.
How many of these hot dogs do you want?
Let's do,
You want these or Brockworth? These are the Oscar Mayer winners.
just do the wiener wieners.
Wiener winners.
Yeah.
That's what I was wanting.
I know that's what she was wanting. That's the reason I said that. Mama will eat the brats, but she likes just the wiener wieners. And this sauce that I'm making up for the...
For a long time.
The sauce that I'm going to make up for is good on just the plain old hot dogs. I don't know if I've ever really tried it with the brats. Don't know why it wouldn't be good with the brats.
You want two? One, two?
Let's do two.
Two of these?
Yeah, we can eat them for breakfast if we need to. Mama, here's your onions.
Oh, I need.
Put all you want in there, but I'm going to put some for on top too. So
Well, I won't need a whole bit.
yeah, I didn't think you would. Let's drink coffee while she's gone. We had plans on doing work outside today, but I'm telling you, it is uprooting trees in places. A friend of mine just sent me a picture a while ago. Front yard tree, gone. I hate losing a tree. This is some serious winds. This is leftover from March. March is the windy month. We didn't have no winds like this in March. This is all March stuff. Still lingering here on April Fools. Have you got any good April Fool's jokes on anybody? Do you participate in that? What's your story on that? Look at that big old slice of sweet onion. Love good onions, folks. And they have a healing property to them. They can take away sicknesses if you eat onions. Make some soup with onion in it. It's good for your throat. I like to eat onion. I love an onion sandwich. I saw Brenda Gant the other day. Had made her a big old sweet onion sandwich. Just like I would. I thought, you go, Brenda. That's exactly how I make mine, with pepper. She uses mayonnaise. Of course, I use salad dressing. And folks, this house has salad dressing again, thanks to you all who sent us some salad dressing for my birthday. I guess JFG heard my crying and my whining and said, we better get him some salad dressing. This is getting embarrassing. I don't care. I don't care if it was embarrassing. I'm just glad that it's back. Two different people sent it yesterday. And they may have sent it before then, but we just hadn't got to the post office. And but this is some good eats right here. And I'm not going to use salad dressing on this hot dog. But I had salad dressing at brunch on we didn't eat here until about 12 o'clock today, first meal. I told Mama, so you realize this is 12? And we had a BLT. So that's a good segue between breakfast and lunch, which it was past lunch, even when we started that business. But that's what we did. And it wasn't because we wasn't up. We just didn't think about food. I got up, had coffee. That's what I had on my mind. And I drank coffee, and it was 10 o'clock. And Mama said, "Are you want something to eat?" And I said, "What if you want to do?" She said, "Well, I might fix us a bite." And then it went on, and
I wasn't working, and
was working and carrying on, and that's where we was. I'm going to turn this on. Get this little saucepan hot. This is just a little one that we've had since Genesis. It's got like a copper bottom on it, but it heats really good, and it's good for just a little bit of something. And that's all I'm fixing today, is a little bit of something. This is not some unusual recipe. I may be using it in an unusual way today because you might not do it for your hot dogs you eat. But this is something I use for little smokies a lot of times, is the sauce. And I use it for the cocktail wieners, you know what I'm talking about. And it's good. I use it for meatballs when I'm doing it for pasta even sometimes. This is a store-bought tomato. This is Aroma. And I'm just going to cut a couple of slices off here. But I'm going to leave this, and I'm not putting it in the refrigerator. I just put it in a airtight container, put it down, face down, or cut side down, and I leave it here on the counter because I don't want a cold tomato. It takes the flavor right out of it. If there is a drop or two of flavor in it, it'll be gone by the time you get it out of the refrigerator. So I don't want a cold tomato. I never put tomato in the refrigerator unless it's a sauce or a can of tomatoes that it's been canned. They've already been cooked. But just a garden tomato or a store-bought tomato, I never want them in the refrigerator. Maggie, what are you dancing? Do you hear her? She has been... There must be some kind of dog moon or something. This past week, I guess she hears more of it than we do. Yeah, I hear a bunch of it.
It sounds like an old western.
It is howling and carrying on. And Maggie just don't do any kind of commotion. She don't like commotion of any kind.
I've had to close the door because she don't like it.
No, she don't like none of it. She hears it and she'll jump. So she's just kind of prancing around, but that's okay. That's getting hot. So what I'm putting in this sauce, and I'm just making a small amount because we're just going to basically put it on our hot dogs. This is chili sauce. And it's good in recipes. This is our store brand. Actually, this is Food Club brand. This is not our store brand. This is actually the store brand I picked up at Food City, but I've used it before, and it is good. It smells good. I'm going to put about a fourth of a cup in there. Just covering the bottom of it, basically. That's the base of our sauce. This is just, you can buy any brand you want. This is just chili sauce. Just plain old chili sauce. This is just grape jelly, fresh off the vine, straight in the jar at the store. This is Bramley's, but you can use any kind you want. This is just Concord grape jelly. And I'm going to put a good, I'll tell you when I get it in there. That's about a half a tablespoon. And that's make about a whole tablespoon. Let's call it a tablespoon. A good healthy tablespoon. And to that, yes, I'm going to add some plain old French's yellow mustard. What on earth? You're putting chili and jelly and mustard and it's delicious. I promise you. I promise you. It's that creative little flavor that every dish needs. I'm putting a good 1/4 of a tablespoon, 1/8 of a tablespoon, whatever. I'll show you. I'm putting that much right there. More than a nickel, $half size. And I'm just going to stir that in. That's all going to get hot. That jelly's going to melt. That chili gives it a little whang. No, you cannot replace the jelly with just sugar. It don't taste the same. I will put a little bit of brown sugar in here, but I put it in after all this emulsifies and gets down there towards a sauce. Then I'll put about that spoon size of brown sugar in there. Might not have to have it, but that's what I put in my cocktail weenies, and that's what I put in my meatballs. Now this sauce is on different recipes. A lot of people just use the chili and the grape jelly. A lot of people just use the grape jelly and the mustard. No, I use them all. And what am I going to do with that? It can just be put on the bun before you put the weenie. We can put the weenies in it, let them cook in just a few minutes. It just gives it a little upscale version of a hot dog. Your kids may not like it. They may love it. But it's just a good little upscale thing. See that smoking? It's hot. Now your jelly, your mustard, everything's melting in there. And it's just going to be a little sauce for them. I'll show you how I'm going to do mine. Mama, you eat this sauce with your hot dogs?
Don't know.
Sometimes she does. You like the little smokies?
I love those.
She loves the little smokies, she says. So let's go here to my chore board.
Doing that for our hot dogs today, won't it?
Oh, Mama, that looks great. Let's go down here to our chore board. I've got the onions ready. I've got the tomato cut up. A little extra onion. I'll put him in the refrigerator. We'll save him for another day. We ain't about to waste no sweet onion. Now this is starting to bubble. But you want it to bubble. You want it to just emulsify. You want a little brown sugar in it, Mama?
Yeah,
Will that make you eat it better?
it might.
Stir, stir. Folks, I know this concoction, you would think, oh my, John, I'm not eating grape jelly, mustard, and chili sauce mixed up in a dish. Don't knock it till you try it. Let's watch Mama make chili. Mama,
I'm just
the folks just want to see. Don't be going without them.
sprinkling some chili powder in here.
That's a lot, Mama. Can you see it? You got your
Yeah.
glasses on?
Yeah. Yeah, I had to check to make sure.
What kind of chili powder did you sprinkle in there for them?
Yeah, I can't never say it right.
Maxine.
Maxana or whatever.
Maxine chili powder is what she is. That's all we usually use for hot dogs. We'll use Maxine and McCormick in bold chili. Why is it so different? Because it's a different thing. You want this hot dog chili, you want it all chopped up good. You want the onions in it, you know, the small ones. Ooh, don't you stick on me now.
Ooh.
See, mine's a boiling. Look at that. See, the jelly's gone. We're just down to
I
sauce
may
now.
have to borrow your heat.
All right, take it. You know what you're saying? No, you didn't have none.
Oh, I thought it had it on maximum.
No, ma'am.
That's really
You had it on off, as in maximum off.
Oh, no wonder I wasn't getting nowhere.
That's where you wasn't getting nowhere. And I turn yours down. Let me turn you back up.
Okay, you can watch that.
Okay. So you're gonna, what have you got in here? Just
Just
chili.
chili.
And we got tomato paste right there in the door.
Yes. There you go. Needs a little salt and pepper. Oh, onions and hamburger meat's all I got.
Oh, okay. So say you, I didn't give you onions.
Yeah, I have those in there.
So I'm gonna put a little. This is tomato paste. This just brings out the richness. I'm gonna put a good tablespoon. This is just a tube, and that's just because you don't want to open a can every time. I still buy it in the cans because sometimes it needs a can, but sometimes it just needs a tablespoon. This thing's showing out tonight, Mama. It's good and hot tonight. You just want that tomato paste to go all in
Need a
there.
dab of water to get that thing there. It'll cook out at that rate.
Do what?
It'll cook out. It'll get that tomato paste going to it.
You want me to put a little chili sauce in?
No, there's not chili sauce everything.
Well, I put flavor in everything, Mama said. Let's use water.
Plain water ain't got all that.
Now, my sauce is still sitting over here. He's calmed down a little bit, but look at that goodness. Mama put the water in there, and that will just emulsify it, and then it'll steam right out.
See, all of that's melting in
Does
there.
it need more chili paste? It don't look quite ready. Not chili paste, tomato paste. I'm going to put another glob in there.
I'll let you take care of that because I'm going over here. I've got some leftover beans in my chili.
No, I don't want beans in my chili for hot dogs.
I'll like some
For what?
to go in there. Like
No, I don't want them. I don't like beans or anything in my hot dog chili. Now, we do have a recipe for hot dog chili. This ain't it. Because it's got a bunch more ingredients in it, and we put a little Coca-Cola in it. Used to. But this is Mama's simple chili recipe. It's basically just hamburger and onion, salt and pepper. I didn't put salt and pepper in it, did you?
No.
Salt and pepper. And there's no other anything to it. Mama don't do all that stuff that I do. This is just black pepper. I can see it going in. And this is a little salt.
It's just spoon so you can taste of it when it gets mixed up. May have to put some milk in it.
I have a taster spoon. If you want to put what brown sugar you want in that,
Oh, and that one.
in that other one. I'm going to turn you down now. Turn you down. You through. We'll let that steam off. And this is a super simple little get-together thing. We were talking about it. I know what got Mama started. We were talking about we are not seasonal eaters. Like we'll eat chili on 4th of
I
July.
don't like it. That's almost not hardly a tablespoon.
Not hardly a tablespoon, Mama.
Is that about right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll stir him in. You already put the hot dogs in?
Why? No, I got them all fixed up in there. They see it.
I was wondering about your Mama.
I was in a hurry to get them in here.
I know. I saw him sitting there and I thought,
Bella's gonna have chili.
I thought she can put them hot dogs in there. So we got a minute to chat. Let's chat. See what y'all are up to. Is it windy where you are? I mean, like, dangerous winds. Good evening, John and Mama. Hey, Nancy. How are you?
Hello,
Mama
you
looks
backwards.
fly. Greg says you look fly, Mama.
Fly.
Mm-hmm.
Flying around the room. Get
Too
your spoon and I'll
much
take it.
ingredients. Salt intake, especially as we get older, is a concern. It is, Virginia. But it wasn't, I didn't put much salt in there. And you got to have a little flavor, Virginia. If you're 110, you need a little flavor. You just have to do things in moderation. You have to be able to moderate meals and still enjoy them. Good evening, windy and rainy in Buffalo. Well, and we had the rain, but we've had the wind. I mean, tree dancing wind.
Take your hair off your head.
Hi, happy Saturday to you too, Lynn. Hey, Dana. You know, there's a song came out years ago about a tree being strong enough to bend. Strong trees will bend. And that's the reason when you plant a tree, you don't want to overstake it. My daddy always told me, don't overstake them. Let them learn to blow with the wind. If you stake a tree too long, they won't learn to, and they won't be strong enough to withstand the wind. So I thought about our trees. We didn't stake these in the backyard. We've got 5 trees out there. One of them is a big old hickory tree. I don't worry so much about him because he's an old tree. It's a big old round tree. The other trees, though, have been out there about 15 years. But they have really withstood the winds, you know, because there's a lot of wind comes right through here. And it's for real. The winds are for real. We'll turn that on and let all that sugar dissolve real good in that sauce. Good evening from Louisville, Kentucky. I enjoy all your thank you, Sean Cooper. You are so kind. Been raining in Rhode Island. Ooh, no, are we getting rain coming our way? Are y'all trying to tell me something? Mama, is this supposed to rain tomorrow?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. It's supposed to be pretty today, and it is. They got it right on the pretty, but they did mention something about a wind advisory, but they should have given us straight line wind advisory today. There's some wind. My husband calls our town Windiana. I like that, Kim. The wind is blowing like crazy outside. It is, Patty. It's blowing so hard it's got Maggie tore all to pieces. She's torn into 1,000 slabs. She's just tore up. She'll run through the house, look and see what you hear her? It's just she can hear it better than we can, I guess. But I hear it plenty.
Did you taste of this?
No, ma'am, I haven't tasted.
Well, I think you should.
Was that on my agenda?
Yeah, I gave you that spoon to taste of it.
Let's give it a whirl.
I know what I was looking for, that other spices to put in here.
The Greek,
Yeah.
it's in a yellow thing. I think it's on that other side over there, on the left side.
That's what I was looking for. I don't believe you're right.
It ain't quite there. Of course, I like a lot of stuff in mine a little different. Mama does, but it's not quite even Mama's chili. Shall I come and get it, Mama?
I think you should.
Mother, may I get up and proceed to the...
You may get up if you can find that.
Well, you come over here and sing a dance for me, Mama.
I can't sing and dance. I don't see that spices.
You come over here and sing a dance.
Yeah, sing and dance.
And I'll get the seasonings.
Yodel, total, total.
Huh?
I need to yodel and I can't yodel.
Are you wanting to yodel?
No, I could yodel if I could. I would yodel for him because I sure can't sing.
I would love to know how to yodel. I just think that would be fun to be able to know how to actually yodel.
I can squall like cats sometimes.
Well, Mama, is there a call for that these days?
Not that I know.
Okay, Mama.
You started me off laughing and I'm still,
You're all giddily.
yeah, like a little schoolgirl.
This is the Greek seasoning, all-purpose Greek seasoning. Now, I know it's got some stuff in it some of y'all don't like. I didn't know one about it. But the first ingredient is salt, black pepper, cornstarch, garlic. There's some stuff in here probably, because last time I used it, everybody said, bad times. Well, I know. We've used this 20 years, I guess. And we don't use it daily. But it does add a little something, something, don't it, Mama?
Well, got garlic and everything.
It's got all those seasons I usually put in my homemade version.
I can smell it.
It gives it what it little something something.
I'll let that get good.
Let that get hot.
I can set it up. Couldn't find it, but I can set it up.
I know where spices and stuff are more better than Mama. Why?
I just can't reach them.
She don't use them. She knows where the salt and pepper is.
Here's one that I was talking about too.
You want to put that in there?
No, it's got the Cajun and stuff in it.
It's a slap your mama. You want a little slap your mama there?
No.
It won't hurt it. It is in a similar looking container. I should, if it wasn't so windy and us having hot dogs, I'd have built a fire in the fire pit out front.
Oh,
And
that would be dangerous.
I didn't say, Mama, she already getting on me. We would have roasted us some hot dogs, made this chili, and carried it out there. We do that sometime. That's what it needed, Mama.
Couldn't think of the name of it long ago.
You just know it's in that yellow thing, like slap
Yeah.
your mama.
But slap your mama's not.
A little, not bad. Now our sauce is making up. Even if you don't try this sauce just for a plain old hot dog, then I encourage you to try it when you do your little smokies.
These may not be done enough. Oh, I think they are.
To perfection only, Mama. Only to perfection. Look what Mama's done over here. Mama, look at that.
They're good.
Show them. You're going to have to clock in, Mama, and get to work today.
Oh.
Over here they are.
You moved the camera on me.
Now see, some people say, oh, that brown. Oh, yeah, it browns. It browns.
It does good.
A little birdie told me that may be on sale before long. The
Uh-oh.
micro reel. I'm not supposed to say that yet, I don't think, though.
Shh. You get in trouble.
I'm sorry. Don't y'all tell nobody that I told you it might be. Alright. Let's turn this down. It's boiling. I don't want it to boil. I want it to be off. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. Everything's off. Now,
Did I give you a plate? Nope.
Mama, sometimes I don't know if you want me to eat or not. Don't even give me a plate some nights. Hand me that green thing, dear. Thank you. You're the best one. I'm going to bring this right here so y'all can see it, okay? Not the old pot holder we've had for 45 years. This. So this is the sauce. Level out there. This is the sauce. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to make my hot dog. Mama may or may not do hers. We will see, okay? Let's put this bun out here. And, ooh, Mama, how come we got the fancy silverware?
Those others is
And, oh, where are they at, Mama? Tell them.
in the dishwasher.
We started that dishwasher thing, and I think Mama's getting the hang of it. So this is your hot dog. See, golden, wonderful brown. Beautiful. Now, I don't want the sauce like all over my bun coming out. I just want this rolled in it. You ever done barbecue hot dogs? In this same kind of thing? You just put your hot dog in the barbecue sauce, and you let it, you know, I make a big old pot of the barbecue sauce and put them all in there for having a party or something.
Move.
But you just drop the hot dog in there and let it get all coated
You
in.
want a Sprite or something?
Yeah, I think so, Mama. I'll get coffee, but a Sprite will be good. And you just coat your hot dog in it, and then put it on your bun. It'll give you that little bit of flavor. Now, if you want to, you come up and you drizzle a little bit over that. Not enough to ooze out of the bread. Not enough that you're going to be wearing it on your elbows. But just enough to give you that little bit of extra flavor. Look how pretty it is. Makes a beautiful sauce. You can't go wrong with it, folks. And I know that's a lot in there, but that's about the least you could make. But don't worry. I'll make me. I've got some little smokies in there. I'll throw some little smokies in there, put them back in the refrigerator, and we'll snack on them next week. Mama likes to have those around just to snack on, don't you, Mama?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Are you going to try sauce on yours?
I'll try just a tad.
What's that mean, Mama?
Just a teeny bit.
You ain't going to put the hot dog in there, or are you going to put it on your
I'll
bread?
just put me a little
How
bit on.
about you just do yours, but don't knock that over.
I want
Okay.
mustard on my bottom.
Now I'm going to put the chili. Oh, let me put a little mustard on mine too.
Ooh,
Well, look at you, baptized in the name of French's mustard.
I splattered it. I shook it good. I had it build up some pressure.
I put a little bit of mustard on mine too.
Now
Now-
you can't have one.
She's a nervous wreck. Now I'm going to put my chili on here. Maggie is a nervous kind of puppy.
Been through a lot.
And that's the reason we don't leave her alone. Even to go to church or something, usually somebody is here. Because I'm not going to do her that way. You know, so we have a wonderful family that drops by. They almost ask, you know, you want me to take care of Maggie? They love Maggie. So there's usually somebody here 99.9% of the time. Because of her. She does not like to go with you either. So sometimes I'll take her with us when we're headed out somewhere, but then I think she's been absolutely miserable the whole time. The last time we took her out, the last 2 times we took her out, she crawled. She sits in the back. She can see out the back. She likes it. But she crawled up on the console and had to sit right between us and would not
She
move.
was nervous.
Nervous wreck. And I really just haven't taken her much more except to the vet and to the groomer because of that.
I need a little bit of cheese and onion and tomato.
Okay, man. Here is the onion. I've made you some little ones over here.
Little tiny speckles.
Made you some little ones.
You're a good fella.
And I know you like the tomato.
Mm-hmm.
And here's your cheese. Now you can't get much more simpler than this little setup here today. So if you're thinking, I don't want to cook today, I've cleaned house, I have loaded the dishwasher, and unloaded it. And I think Mama's liking the dishwasher thing. Now that she's getting the hang of it, it's like
Oh,
for a
we've had
week
this-
we've used it.
We've had this for this long.
Mama's like, I like this new thing it's got. Let's pray, Mama. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for this meal. We thank you for these hands that prepared it, dear Lord. And we ask you to bless our bodies with the nourishment, dear Lord. And Lord, we just ask you to be with each and every prayer request, everyone that's out there, Lord. And Lord, be with our country, be with our nation, be with our kids as they go to school, dear Lord. And just put a hedge of protection around them, dear Lord, and be with all those leaders out there worldwide. Just put the love of God in their hearts, dear Lord. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Now this looks dangerous, like it's going to fall over.
You can set it over there.
Okay, you got a good idea there, Mama.
I'm not worried, you know.
That's good and warm. You might want to put your hand on that, Mama.
I'm not, because we're
How long you had these pot holders, Mama?
for
1812.
no, they're old.
Lay your hand on it.
Well, it does feel awful good.
Okay, this is a big old hot dog. Big old hot dog.
Mm.
A lot of people say, why do you do this? Why don't you eat it like... Well, everybody, y'all are watching. Have you ever tried to eat a taco or a hot dog and several thousand people are
I
watching?
lost half of mine off.
So we try not to, like, you know. But I'm going to taste it right here.
And I cut mine no matter what.
Mama always cuts everything once. Mmm.
chili's good on it.
The sauce is too. Just a little sauce, folks. It's not like you can put a little bit more on top if you want to.
They did a good flavor.
If you're going to make them at home, grill your hot dogs, do them outside, put them on the grill, however you do them, and then just make you a kettle of that sauce, shallow. You don't have to fill it full. And throw your hot dogs in there and just let them sit there. Let them serve themselves out of there. Makes a wonderful tasting hot dog, but it just upscales a little. I mean, you just can't. It's delicious in a moment.
A good Saturday evening supper or
Yes.
lunch or what do y'all call this?
Mama, this is supper at 6 o'clock. This is the chili sauce. This is just the store brand I use. A little bit of yellow, classic yellow mustard French's. And a little tablespoon of brown sugar. And
I guess I put the grape jelly up on it.
yes, ma'am. And about a good, healthy tablespoon of grape jelly. You cannot substitute the grape jelly with sugar, though. It changes it. It's not the same thing. And I really don't even substitute with any other kind of jelly, because that grape gives it a certain little twang. But it's good, ain't it, Mama?
Yeah.
Folks, that's all we got tonight. That's all we're into. We're going to do this. I'm going to wrap up a few projects I've started. I'm going to...
Oh, I know what we're going to do to clean out this bar is get rid of...
Oh, Mama says
You
hold
ain't
the
through.
phone.
You're not through either.
Well, go ahead and eat, Mama. We'll do that in a second. I don't want you not to eat. I'll go ahead and start. You eat, and I'll start.
Believe me, I'm eating it.
Do you know who sent this book?
It's a card there. Are they not?
Somebody sent me the neatest book I've ever seen in my life. Rocket Book. Download the app and start your journey. Do y'all know about this? Do you? I don't. I didn't. Happy birthday, John. Hope it's a great one from Kathy Moeller. Is that Kathy? Kathy, thank you. I thought, what a nice book, Kathy. I'll use that. I started reading about it, and it said reuse. And there's just all kinds of stuff in here. And look at this book. You open it up, and you turn over here, and you've got these calendars. You've got notes. You've got all kinds of stuff in here. And you've got an ink pen in here. Just like this. And it's got your days, Monday, Tuesday, whatever. Can y'all see that? And then you can say, I can write on it. Thank you, Kathy. Well, I didn't press hard enough. Thank you, Kathy. That's ink. That'll stay on there. That'll stay on there if I need it for a note or whatever. But if I wet, I gotta wet this. I gotta get a little water here. If I wet the corner of this special little microfiber thing, it acts like a dry erase board. And all that will just wipe off. And I can reuse this same book for notes. And then I just take the dry part, wipe it off. And then I can take notes. Is that not so super neat? There's not a smudge left. Well, there might be. But there wouldn't be if I cleaned it good. Look at that. It's wonderful. Thank you, Kathy.
And right here,
I love new things like that, and I can use that.
you'll be spoiled to it.
I know, I'm spoiled already, Kathy. Now I'm really spoiled.
Okay, and this is onions. It's she sent it. And that's a check for a cookbook, so don't.
Carol wants a checkbook, and she sent us some wonderful onions. These are yellow, or
Walla Walla, Walla Walla, I think so.
Walla Walla sweet onion plants. So we're going to plant these. And she says, here is a little something from my part of the world. Walla Walla sweet onions. My favorite is Vidalia sweet onions, but these are also very good. I hope they arrive in okay shape for planting. Thanks for all that you both do. They're great for planting. Look at these. I could show you down here in the bulb. It's the dirty roots, but see there? They're ready to go. They came, Carol, and they did wonderful.
Kathy got those.
They did wonderful. And she sent us a recipe for pork chops with sauerkraut and dumplings. Thank you, Kathy. Here's a bread recipe. You said you knew I was wanting to start making bread, Kathy. We're going to put these over in Mama's cookbook, and I'm going to try those. And thanks for ordering a cookbook of ours.
Okay, I don't know where the card is today.
Somebody sent me some coffee.
Is it with this box?
No, I don't think. Was it?
Well, now you're asking an old woman.
Mama's trying to figure it out. Somebody sent this coffee.
Here
It's
is
Dunkin',
Carlton.
and it's
I
New
don't know.
Orleans.
Send her a thank you note.
And here is the sender thank you note. I think this is the coffee. Kathy McNeely. Another Kathy. So Kathy McNeely, I think you sent the coffee. New Orleans Blend Special Dark Roast. Yes, Kathy, you did. Kathy McNeely, thank you for the coffees. You knew right on time. I'm going to try this New Orleans Blend Dark Roast. I love dark roast. I love medium roast. And the Dunkins. I always love Dunkins. Kathy did send those. Mama put those over
Okay,
there.
and there's that box.
And a friend of ours, Steve Duncan, has sent us some of his favorite things from his home state of Georgia. Apple salsa. Can't wait to try that one. Peach butter. Don't have to wait. I done tried it.
Been in it.
Peach butter. I love apple butter. I love peach butter now. I'm sure I love the apple sauce. This is cinnamon candy applesauce. Can't wait to try that one either, Steve. Also, these are We're Nuts USA #1. No preservatives for best storage. Keep frozen. A bag of pecans. We'll put those to good use. From Georgia. Here is Vidalia onion picante hot sauce.
You'll love it.
Mama's throwing stuff.
Oh, I knocked it over.
Hot sauce. And look what else Steve sent. Steve,
2 of those.
2 salad dressings. When I opened this, it made my year. Because, I had the one in the vault in there. And I wasn't going to use it till July, till tomatoes. I was dedicated to it. And now I can use them. Because I've got 2. Thank you, Steve. That's
And a birthday
been
card.
wonderful.
It's wonderful.
And a wonderful card. Thank you for that too, Steve. We appreciate you. Bring the celebration and the cake and the candles too, because this very special day is very special for you. Very special for you. Thank you, Steve.
That was with the pecans and in that box.
Orchards. This is where the pecans come from. Panorama Orchards. Panorama. We'll give these pecans a try more than apples.
They look wonderful.
They do too.
I'm afraid if I start eating on them, I'll eat them all.
Is that Panorama? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Steve.
This, and I couldn't find a name. Wish you can.
We could not find a name on this. I looked already, Mama. I couldn't find one either. It came just like this in this little container. There's no name. But I love the message. This little cup. Look up. What color? What color is that?
Red.
What color is that? Not just red. It's tomato red. I love tomatoes. Look at the little slices of tomatoes for the O's. I love that. I love that. I love tomatoes in a tomato red cup. Thank you. Whoever sent that, and if you did, put your name in the comments and say, I sent the tomato cup, John.
Who loves it. Okay, and this is the last one. These two.
And that came from who?
I'll have to.
Let's see here. Today is a limited edition, only good for 24 hours. Get it while it lasts. Cindy Daniel says, God bless you, love you, and Mama. Please tell Mama the Temptation Salt and Pepper Shaker. See, this is what we need y'all to do. When we don't know who sent something, then she sent these to Mama, and we didn't have a name on it. So now we know there's a salt and a pepper just like this. And Cindy sent these to Mama, and sorry that they didn't add the card. Sometimes they don't add the card that they tell you, that you tell them to, or we get a card and it has your message, but then there's no room for the name. But thank you for Mama's Salt and Pepper Shakes about a month ago. We've had them right here ever since. And thank you for the salad dressings. 2 more. I felt like it was Noah's Ark. I had salad dressing coming at me 2 by 2. And Mama knew it because she opened the stuff and she says, look at your birthday present. And I was so excited about the first 2. And then she said, keep looking. It may get better. I said, it can't, Mama. It can't get no better than knowing that JFG salad dressing lives again.
I wished I'd have filmed your face.
And I opened up Cindy's box and there was 2 more. And I was ever so happy. I mean, it's awful to be that addicted to a product. I understand it. But JFG, if you're out there, that was a mean trick to take this away from us. But thank you for bringing it back. Thank you. It was yesterday, wasn't today, or I'd have swore it's an April Fool's joke. I would have thought this was just, paper wrapped around a mayonnaise jar. But it wasn't. So we are so thankful. Thank you all.
Okay, and this is your thank people for all your extra birthday
Look at
cards
this.
you had.
This, folks, this is unreal. I have gone through every one of them. Mama's read them. She read them to me. Then I read them to myself. And we thank you for each and every one of them.
And the peach preserves, the peach butter is delicious. We had some of it already.
Yes.
Delicious.
Thank you, Sue Elliott. Look at this beautiful one here.
Son's Easter.
This is risen.
Together.
He is risen. Look at that beautiful one there from Tony. Tony, is it McCarroll? Happy Easter. What a wonderful thought. And look at this. Celebrate. And it's the doggy. I'm scattering them. It's the doggy. And this one is from Sue Elliott too, North Carolina. Beautiful doggy. This one is enjoy the program with you and Mama. Happy birthday. Let's see. I know I just had one from her. I saw those earlier.
Easter, one's a birthday.
One's Easter, one's birthday. That's right. We talked about that earlier. And this one's from Cynthia. Cynthia, thank you. Happy birthday. Thank you. Y'all are just too kind. So sweet. Too kind. We appreciate each and everything. And those cards will be here from now on because Mama never throws away a card, a letter, a snippet of paper. She's got them all in there, and they're pretty much in chronological order.
Yeah, I would have planted the onions today, but I was afraid the wind would blow me and the onions both away.
Those sweet onions, I can't wait
love
to see if
get
they
those.
get this big and what we can do with them. We're going to nurture them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to nurture some tomatoes this year. We was kind of a little, Mama.
Let down last year.
That's a good word. Let down on our tomato crop last year. But now we're going to nurture some tomatoes. If I have to bring them in the house and put them under a grow light, we're going to have us a good ripe. I don't think we got one good, perfect sandwich tomato last year. We had some little ones that got brown on the bottom. We had some small. We never did find that great one. We bought some.
Oh, yeah.
Thank goodness our neighbors grew some. Thank goodness our farmer's market, which farmer's market will be back in business May the 7th.
Somewhere's along there, I forgot.
I think somewhere in there. If you're heading down Jellicoe I-75, jump off at exit 160, go to the downtown square, and you will find a beautiful farmer's market every Saturday morning down there. If you're on your way to the Smokies, if you're on the way camping, stop and get your produce at Jellicoe. It's all homegrown, delicious. They've even got canned food. Like, I'm not just talking about green beans. I'm talking about they have soups and chilies and salsas and
Barbecue sauce. Spaghetti sauce. Everything. Chicken.
Got canned,
barbecue.
home canned fixins. Good stuff.
And
Eggs. They got eggs.
yeah, and I was say Buck's Hardware has some of the peanut bean seeds and other seeds. And yesterday I was down there getting a part for my commode to fix it, and he said there's a couple, some come last year and got some bean seeds, and said some dropped by already this year the other day and got some bean seed. So remember Buck's Hardware. And
Right there in the square on Main Street,
and
Jellicoe.
he has a museum, a lot of the Jellicoe items. So if you're in Jellicoe and he's open, go in there and see if he'll let you go into the museum.
We have some famous people from Jellicoe, like Grace Moore, Homer Rodehaver, who wrote most of the songs, a lot of the songs that we sing often in church. Homer Rodehaver was a part of that. We've got some history here. Jellicoe was a thriving town before a train car explosion.
We even had an opera house in Jellicoe way back in the early 1900s. And
We have some great historians.
Wanted to tell Buck hello. We had our picture made yesterday.
Buck's Hardware is it's like stepping into a time machine. He's got the old hardwood oiled floors that have always been here, and they squeak and they have that sound. And he's got the old, you can get a wash tub there, you can get a churn. Everything you used to be able to get, you can still get there. He's got all the old, it's just a historical, the store itself is historical. The store itself, you feel like you're...
He's got a lot of pictures, and just step back way in time when you go in there and look at all that old stuff.
It really is.
It's
really
worth
neat.
looking at. So if
All
you're
right, Mom.
ever in Jellicoe, please go by and tell him hello and look at the stuff.
Anything else, Mama?
No, I can't think of nothing.
All right.
I probably will as soon as we say
Well, let's
bye.
hurry and get out here before she thinks of something else. Folks, we're going to say goodbye. We're going to eat hot dogs here, and then I'm going to take Maggie out, and I'll have to put her on a leash so she won't blow
You
away.
may have to tie a rock around her neck. That's what she's going to do to me, put a weight so I wouldn't fall backwards.
I'm going to have to put a leash on Maggie so she won't fly away like a cat. She'll If y'all see a schnauzer flying over eastern Kentucky,
Tennessee and Kentucky.
grab her. It's Maggie.
Yeah.
She's blown away. Say goodbye, Mama.
Goodbye, Mama, and God bless you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
Y'all have a good one. Bye.
Bye-bye.